Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, in today's video we're going to show you how to add an animation to the back of any of your modules. Something like this here. Very eye-catching, pretty easy to do. And we're going to be using free animations today that we're going to download from Lottie files, and obviously I'll put this link below the video. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder so we can build on the front end of our site here. Once loaded, let's go down to where we want to work. I've got a section here, the blue tab, with a row, the green tab. Inside I've got two columns. I'm going to delete what I've got in this column, which is actually a blurb module with our animation in the background. So I'm just going to click on that. I'm going to hit the trash can to remove it. Okay, well, let's go over and decide what we want to use on this now. So I'm going to go over to lottiefiles.com. I'm over here. I'm going to go to Discover and Free Animations, and I put in a search for tech for this particular one. Obviously you search for what you need. Once you found one you like, simply left click on it. It's going to open in a new window. If you want to change things around, colors and things like that, you can do that down here with your color palettes and things like that. I'm going to leave mine just as it is. Now the important thing here, as we're going to use it for a background, I actually want it to be downloaded as an MP4 file. So if we go up to our downloads at the top here, left click on it, we can go down, and right at the bottom there's MP4. As you can see, mine's downloading to my browser right here. Yours is going to download to whatever your default download location is. I'm using Google Chrome here. Once it's downloaded, we can go back to the site. And what module should we use? I used a blurb on the last one. Let's perhaps use a call to action with a button on this one. So let's grab our module. Divi comes as standard with all these light grey modules here. The blue ones are there from another free plugin called Supreme Modules Lite. And there's more Divi ones down at the bottom here. If you've got WooCommerce installed, Divi will also give you an extra 12 plugins to display your WooCommerce products. Okay, well, let's use a call to action for this today so we can put a button in there. There it is right there. Obviously, put your title in there. Put what you want your button to say in there. You might have noticed there's no button. Button that won't actually appear until we put a link in for the button. And I'll do that in a second. And then we've got a text field down below. I don't think I want quite as much text as that, so let's take some of this away. Obviously you'd have some real text. And this is a regular text field where you can align, justify, make bullet lists, bold, italicize, and add media if you want to. And of course you can change things into headings up there. Okay, well, I'm going to leave mine just like that at the moment. Let's add our button. Let's go down to link. Here's the button link URL. I'm just going to put a hashtag. This is where you put your link in to take your customers where you want to take them. Always best practice. If you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking off-site to another site, open it in a new tab. That way your site will stay open. Now, if you want to link the whole module, not just the button, to somewhere, you can put another link in here. You can have the same link or a separate link. And the module link, anywhere that they click within our module, it'll take them to this link here. And same best practices apply. Okay, well, let's go down to our background now. This is where the fun starts. I'm going to move this over to this side. By default, this module comes with that sort of greeny blue background. I'm going to take that away completely. And everything's disappeared because our writing is light. So let's go over to my design tab. I'm going to just go to text and change the text color from light to dark so we can see what's going on here. There it is. Okay, well, now let's get our little animation going in the background. So we'll go back to our content in our call to action module, down to our background here. And we've got color, gradient, image, video, which is what we're going to use. You've also got background pattern and background mask. So I'm going to hit the background video. I'm going to hit add background video here, background video MP4. Remember, we downloaded our Lottie file as an MP4. So I'm going to hit that. I've got a couple in there already. In fact, I've got this one in there already. But to upload it, just simply drag it up here and it'll upload it. Once it's uploaded, you can hit upload a video there. And as you can see, it's started to appear in our background here. So let's make it a little bit more like we want it. So I want our little button and everything to kind of be inside our little circle here. So we need to do a bit of positioning of that. We can use a margin to bring this down in size if we wanted to, or if you look down below, you can actually give it a background width and height. I'm going to leave mine just like that, and we're going to adjust the module to it. So let's go over to our design tab and we'll go down to spacing. And I think I'm going to add, say, 70 pixels on the top. Just put in the 70, it'll put in the pixels for you. It's probably not going to be enough. And let's put 70 on the bottom as well. In fact, let's put 70 all around and see where that takes us. Hit the little chain, it'll do the opposite side for you. That's okay. I think I want to push that down more, certainly. So let's try maybe 120. It's a bit more like it. And if we put some more on the bottom, we'll have a full circle there. Let's try putting 120 on the bottom. If I hit the chain, it'll turn them both. Yeah, that's almost there. I need a bit more on the top. I want to push this down a little bit more, and because we've got padding on the bottom, that should reveal the bottom of our animation right there. So let's up the bottom. I'm going to take the chain off so we can have different at top and bottom. I'm going to make this maybe 150. Still, I think could come down a bit more. Let's make it 180. That's a bit more like it, and we need just a little bit more at the bottom to reveal the end of our little animation down there. So let's add, say, another 50 onto that, and maybe too much. It's not bad. Let's drop it back to 60. So I want as little as possible, but I still want to see all of our thing there. That's okay. I'll leave it at that. So that's great. We've actually got our call to action over the top here. Now let's make it a similar colour to the colours they've got in our animation here. So I've got a free Chrome colour picker up here. I'm just going to click on it. I'm going to come down and find out what this blue colour is right here. I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to make my title that colour, and I think I'll make my button that colour as well. So still in the design tab, I'm going to close up the spacing. I'm going to go up to the top, title text. I'm going to hit the colour, and I'm going to paste in that hex code I just copied. And there it is right there. I'm going to make it a bit bolder so it stands out a bit more. Let's make it bold. There we go, that's a bit better for me. And I'm going to do a similar thing with the button. So the button is that same blue for us also. So let's roll down to our button. It's right here. I'm going to hit the little use custom styles for button. Button text color, I'm going to turn that to white. Button background color, I'm going to make that our blue color again that I copied. So I'm going to paste that hex code back in there. There we go. And that's sort of coordinating a bit with our other colours on the screen there. Now I'm going to take the border away just down below. I really don't need a border on there. Button border width. There we go. Let's try a bit of box shadow on that button. Yeah, that's great. That works for me fine. So we've now got our little call to action module inside our animation here, which is great. So let's save our changes. If you wanted to, you could tweak this for tablet and mobile, because what's going to happen is I'll show you. If we look at this on tablet and mobile, in tablet view, it's going to cut a little bit off there. You could add a bit more padding in tablet view if you wanted to. Say another 100 pixels on the bottom there, or even another 50 on the top, and I'll demonstrate that for you. Let's go back to our desktop mode, and we'll go back in here, And you can go to our design. Here's our spacing. And this is common to all Divi modules. If you hover over the dark writing, you'll see some little icons appear here. Go to the thing you want to affect. In my case, it's the padding here. Hit the little mobile phone icon. And that will allow us to do one setting on desktop, one on tablet, and one on the phone. So let's go to tablet. Roll it up so we can see it. Yeah, so I want to add about 100 pics to that so we can fully see it. So on tablet, I'm going to say 230 top and bottom. Let's try that. Maybe too much. If I roll down a bit now. No, we still can't see that bottom bit, but I'm happy with where that is in there. So I'm going to hit the chain and make sure we got the same on both. And there we go. So on tablet, we've now got that working. On desktop, we're absolutely fine. Now let's go over and have a look at mobile version. And you may find a lot of mobile phones will actually block animations. So this may or may not work on a mobile phone. So it's huge there. And due to the amount of text we've got, we may not be able to fit that whole circle in here. And to me, actually, I quite like that animation with it cutting off there. But if you want to adjust it, we can go in there. Let's take this down. Let's try 670 top and bottom and see what happens. That's there. That's pretty much there. We've managed to fit everything inside our little circle there. Just cut off slightly on the sides there. Don't think I can go down any more. We could perhaps go down to 60. We've got the whole thing there, and actually our title is in there. It's a little cramped for me. I might go in and take my title down on mobile just so it's a little less cramped, and to do that, let's go back up to our title text here, and we can do exactly the same thing. We'll go to our text size, hover over, bring up the little mobile there. At the moment it's 26 pixels. Let's take it down to perhaps 18 pixels and see if it just looks a little less cramped. Yeah, that's just slightly less cramped. That works for me, obviously. But that's entirely up to you. So we've got a good version there on mobile, a good version on the tablet, and of course the desktop version works fine too. So let's save our changes, and we'll save the page changes down at the bottom here. We'll exit the Visual Builder. And there we have it. There's our little Lottie animation with a call to action button inside of it. And let's just check it out on responsive devices. I'm using Google Chrome here with the great inspector tools. Most browsers have this, but if yours doesn't, Chrome is a free download. So I'm going to hit F12 to bring up my inspector. I've got a responsive toggle down here. And we've got an iPad Air there. Let's make it a little bit bigger so we can see it better. So there it is on an iPad. That's fine. You can see the whole thing there. And let's try it on perhaps a cell phone, iPhone 12. And there it is on the iPhone 12 there. And of course they can click on the button and do their thing. So there you go, guys. I'll take this responsive inspector off here. There is how to add a background animation to any of your modules. And remember, this will work with any module. You don't have to use a call to action. I was just using that for a demonstration today. And like I say, I'm using free Lottie files here, and I'll put the link down below the video for anybody that needs to use them. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.